Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From bounding to comics, Star Trek actor Will Wheaton implies white people are domestic terrorist insurgents, declares he does not want the United States unified. Well, I think I'm gonna echo your sentiment and everybody else's when I say this. Shut the fuck up, Wesley! Alright, with that being said, let's get back to the article, shall we? Star Trek actor Will Wheaton, known for his role as Wesley Crusher on Star Trek The Next Generation, recently took to social media to declare he has no intentions of unifying and implied that white people are domestic terrorist insurgents. Whenever I say that a child needs both parents to raise the kid, I mean it. Look what happened to Wesley Crusher. He was raised by his mother without a father, and apparently Picard, even though despite him trying to become a father figure for him, did not quite work. So we get this mullet of a person here trying to be important or do something in regards to that. This is absolutely hilarious and absolutely stupid. Let's keep going. On January 6th, Wheaton took his personal Facebook where he described the supporters of President Donald Trump as domestic terrorist insurgents. He wrote, quote, "Make no mistake, these domestic terrorist insurgents were allowed to storm and occupy the Capitol. There is an extensive video of police stepping aside to let them pass. I've seen video of a cop taking a selfie with a rioter inside the building." End quote. Quote, "Compare today's behavior by law enforcement and the state to their behavior in summer during peaceful Yes, I'll call that fiery but mostly peaceful protests. Meanwhile, stuff is burning behind. Let's call it peaceful. Or when a few people died after Warlord surged up because you morons occupied a few blocks on the 5th Precinct in Seattle. Very peaceful indeed. Very, very peaceful. Yes, if you call those things peaceful, then I am an astronaut. In fact, call me Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Alright. Fucking moron. Civil rights protests, separate from the violence. And it is undeniable that today's violence and chaos was permitted and encouraged by choice, quote. End quote, sorry. He continued. The Star Trek actor went on, quote, "This was a decision, this was allowed and encouraged to happen, and the people who allowed and encouraged it must be held accountable," end quote. Which would then call for the duly elected politicians to be expelled from the Congress. More Orwellian nonsense. I wonder what the Federation would do with people like you for doing things like this. This is definitely anti-Federation behavior, trust me. Anyway, quote, "The politicians who poured gasoline on the kindling they put out before they gave matches to their brown shirts must all be expelled from the Congress." End quote. Does he realize that he's actually behaving exactly like the brown shirts? Does he realize that what he is advocating for is exactly what the Nazis did in the 1930s? Of course not, because like a good little soy boy who had no father to raise him back in the Enterprise, he has no self-awareness. He has absolutely no self-awareness. And when he doesn't have any self-awareness, he has a tendency to say retarded bullshit like this. Either way, let's keep going and reading the article, shall we? Finally, he concluded, quote, "There must be consequences for people who allow this to happen. I know there won't be because white people, but there should be," end quote. Once again, I think I'm gonna quote your brain right now on what you think that this is happening, or what you think it should be said. Shut the fuck up, Wesley Crusher. Shut the fuck up, Wesley. Thank you. Alright. In a comment on the post, Wheaton added, quote, "There are thousands of right-wing radical rioters in and around Capitol right now. Police have made 13 arrests. This is a choice," end quote. These guys. In a separate post, he will describe the protests at the US Capitol as, quote, "a fascist coup attempt," end quote, and claimed that it was widespread across the country. This reminds me, was the women's march that marched inside the Capitol a fascist coup when they trying to forbid or stop the appointment of the Judge Kavanaugh? Was it? Oh dear Lord! It wasn't? Oh my God! You filthy fucking moron! Jesus Christ, Wesley! Why do you keep disappointing everybody? It wasn't enough that you disappointed us on the Enterprise all the way to your adulthood until the last movie in Star Trek Nemesis, which you disappointed us again just by showing up on the video on the screen. Then you keep us disappointing and keep disappointing us as you go on. Or when you started showing up way too often on the Big Bang Theory series before they actually ruined that series up the wazoo. Alright. And more recently, Wheaton took to Facebook where he wrote, quote, "I am always have been and always will be proudly anti-fascist." So you mean you're an Antifa, which means you're an actual fascist. I will not unify or come together or see common ground with fascists, and neither should you, end quote. So you little fascists. Who knew Wesley would become a fascist? I should have seen that coming, based on his behavior on the Enterprise. Oh, Wesley fucking Crusher. You disappoint us. Is your mother happy that you became this? Is your redhead mother, who is, by the way, was a hottie back then and she's still a good looker today, happy that you've become such a soy-infested fascist? Of course. Anyway, early in January, he shared a photo of himself to Facebook that reads, quote, "Arrest the president," end quote. He captioned the post, writing, quote, "Turns out I put this t-shirt way too soon, thinking I wouldn't need it for a few years. Really feeling it today," end quote. God damn it. It's pretty clear who he thinks fascists are. Millions of Americans who support President Donald Trump. Pretty much exactly what the Nazis did. But here we are. Alright, just moving on with a quick background. Wesley Crusher is no stranger to attacking people. He attacked PewDiePie September 2020 to tell Star Trek fans to piss off if they did not like Alex Kurtzman's vision for Star Trek. You mean the STD version? Because that one was crap. Amazingly huge crap. To the point that I fell asleep on the, I think, 5th episode. Halfway in, I fell asleep and I said, fuck this, I'm not watching this bullshit. Great intro, good special effects in some cases, great intro again, and that's the only positive thing that I have to say about this, about the show. Anyway, let's finish the article. He then added, quote, I mean, either you like it or you don't, either you come... This is from the STD. And, you know what? Fuck this. Shut up, Wesley Crusher. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more of this. And here is your reward of me getting moist. Oh god, it's already hot. We put this on the freezer. Mind you, mental note, take out this bit first. Otherwise, the innards are gonna freeze and you won't be able to spray shit on your face. So, lesson learned. I should have thought about that. Why didn't I? I'm retarded. Don't judge me. I'm part of the special demographic. If you judge me, you're an ableist. Either way, thank you for watching. They already said, don't forget to oh well, hit the notification bell button. And I think that's about it. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? No, I'm not. Anyway, thank you for watching. Good night.